Hello, welcome back. Right, plan of action. Now I'm just going to try something. There's one thing that I have thought. I was on about the mower and the marks, the tufts it was leaving. Just testing a theory, and it is only a theory at present, so now we're going to have to shift everybody off the way now. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's move out the way so we can get everybody. Feels funny getting everybody off the edge of the field to go onto the actual fields when that's the place you normally wouldn't go, but angle. Right, let's get this party started, as the saying goes. Let's shift that. See, this has got a humongous great amount of grass underneath, so much so that I don't think we'll actually physically. Just make sure this is going to be a long vehicle, so let's straighten off. See, sure, this is one of the few times I'm not a massive fan of, but that's only because practice makes perfect. Oh yeah, that's grand, it's not far off at all. So then let's see if I can maintain that kind of nose width. Let's try and... Oh, no, I was just thinking, if I'm that way forwards, at the back I'm going to be hitting the back of the wall. And then remember, this is more important that you are far from the left. I've got to be careful of that tree. Me a bit too close to the wall. This is where there's a certain element of ooh, not bad. Right, so let's try and maintain that type of distance. No, it's not going to be perfect. You can't possibly. Wow, there's a big swathe of. Let's try and maintain the single width for now, and then come back and fill in the areas that are larger. Yeah, there we have. We've hit one of those patches where we're too close. Yeah. Right, now I've got to be careful. Now this is where we get close to the river. And this there isn't very much, obviously. That goes without saying, really. Right, so now let's go inwards to the left. I don't think there isn't much on that top row, so this is literally us. This is going to be a voyage of discovery. Yeah, what is that? Oh, yeah. See what I mean though about the... now I've got to be careful. Got to level out, because we're going to be hitting the back wall. There's an awful lot of wasted space. Let's try and roughly maintain the distance we need. So I don't think we're going in too much deeper than this due to the tree sections, to be honest. Certain sections like this though where you begin to see the breadth of the space and realise how much there's at least another one width in. If in winter we manage to use something like the Tree Maverick, my favourite go-to, to actually clear this lot off and sell the excess wood, even if that's only leasing equipment. Oh no, that's... yeah, I do see the depth of that. There's going to be... need to have some earthworks done to level that all out by the look of it. Ooh. But I think it looks like that's such a strange angle it's defeated the mower. Now then. Yeah, we're still only cloudy. Now that's... of course, that's the path outside, isn't it? Now that's the only bits. There's certain bits of this which are... there's a hedge in parts of it and there are other bits that aren't, so we've got to be careful. I need to have a look outside and have a really good think about this. Let's lift that. Let's lift that. Let's go back and then let's... I don't like the look of that clouds again. Says no precipitation, but I don't trust it. That's quite a lot of mowing we've done to actually get to that stage, so this is one time when I don't 100% trust. It's more actually the rain I'm not trusting, and speed, what that can mean if you make a mistake. Let's get motoring. I love the pickup on this. This is one of its absolute strengths. It has one of the widest pickups of any. I don't mean it is. I'm not. That's a bit too. But it is definitely a much wider pickup than almost any. Some that is their weakness is the fact that the balers are so thin. Pickup. This is definitely not one of those. This is its definite strength, or one of its definite strengths. So this has been my top mower for longer than I care to think, to be honest. I say only just recently thrown by the Kuhn 2 units because of the fact, as I said, it spins them around perfectly, and this doesn't like that there. That will roll, or would roll. But that is the only thing I can fault it on, and even then, its faults are still outweighed by other things. It's just that you cannot ignore that fact, especially when you're talking about the biggest thing that's wrong with a round baler is the fact that it makes the bales roll, whereas this, it doesn't. That's the Kuhn. That is its strength. It really, every single bale, unless it's one of those that you go round a corner through your positioning, which is not down to the baler, that's down to you as a user. A fact that I began to realise when I was watching how I worked in the field, or even how Courseplay worked, because it too also did the same thing. It ejected the bales as you were turning a corner, and therefore missed the wrapper section. So yes, we'll do a bit of clean-up work later. This is just more about my guts and trying to get the baling done before the rain that's not supposed to come comes. Not paying attention. Let's go back a little. That's another good thing about this, that the Kuhn double thing really isn't very good at, that this is. Because it's a single unit, this can be reversed. The Kuhn, because it's a double, that's its weakness. It can't be reversed any length. It has to be going forwards, a bit like a swivel axle trailer. So again, for every positive that one thing has, then the other has the advantage. So I've got to definitely give this for that particular advantage. Now for the voyage of discovery under the trees. Let's maybe better at points to actually reverse in with the baler and trees. I might need to eject. And then come at that at another angle. Let's try that again. Now we're caught on something. Oh, had this before. One bad fault of this particular baler is its rear end can go and stick in things. Yes, lovely. Now then, let's have a look. I need to pull this out. I think the only way you can actually do it is you need to switch it off. That's right, I think you need to unload it and then it'll let you fold the baler. This might do a funny fling because it knows it's stuck, but it usually releases it. As I say, everything's got advantages and disadvantages. Having used this for quite some time, some of its little foibles I have become aware of. Switch that off. I have a nasty tendency to allow that still to be the help window still to be on for too long. I think we've got quite a few bales, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to be terribly far out with what I said. And if we could get deeper into the trees, I truthfully think we would be well on our way to the larger amount that I originally said that might be not far off. Right, let's spin around. We'll go in nose first. Going much deeper, which, as you can see over there where there is a bit of hedge, this is the areas where really and truthfully we could actually do a little bit more, where we're not actually clearing off level with where there is no hedge, which is just past there. I think, yes it is, because I can see the shed through there. So there are certain ones of these that want clearing and certain bits that don't, or where they just want a couple of tree limbs taking off. So we're definitely going to need a chainsaw. This time I will resist the urge. On my last Let's Play, being a massive Star Wars buff, I could not resist but to have the the lightsaber. I had to have the lightsaber. That was just too much to resist, but I shall try to be professional. We shall go now. Look out. I think you can go straight the way through there. Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's lift that up. Yes, I think there'll be a lot of trimming that goes on as well, so that it remains. I don't think that's too far off, so that is obviously, there's a little bit more actually, just a little. Let's finish this clean up. Let's see how far we can. This won't be a finish off, but it will at least aid. Don't think I can do an awful lot better than that. So that's just over a quarter of the way to the next one. So this time we're going to use. Oh, there's a bit of a clean up there. Actually, looking at it. Waste not want that. I believe, actually, I did say that there were little tiny bits of cleanup, so we're going to do one cycle as well. Actually, no, let's lift it until we get in place. There's a little bit to the down there as well. Let's lift that for a minute. That's perfectly good. there. This is, I think, the first time. I don't mean I've never touched the edge of the field. See, look, there's another section where there's quite a lot, and there's up this bank, as in the edges of the bank. That's still passable. We can still get that. So, but I don't want to get too. If we get desperate and we fancy to get in a couple, but look at how deep you could get in there. There is a the wall on that side, so again there is actually quite a large area under here that is, oh yeah, definitely, which you could either put sheds on or you could extend the field, or so again it's this field. I always did think it was a very large field, but it's not all just about what's obviously here on the edges. I think we did most of this. I think this is all good. Let's lift that. And I'll switch it on just in case I've missed anything and I can see something that we need to grab, but I don't think there is. I'm sure we got all of this area well. Well, that's nearly half of another bale. But certainly not a waste. Let's drop that. I'm not folding it for what we really need. Right. Let's get that truck. Let's see. How many we've got is 12, I think, isn't it? Oh, 11. For some reason got 12 in my head yesterday. So look, it should still be on pickup. It is. Excellent. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, careful. 5. I think this is the last one. There's one more, I'm sure. 5. 6. I think that's it. There's a little bit of a patch over there, but I think that's it. 6. Wow, that is... oh. 7. Wow. That is actually my original high-end guess. Let's try and not buckle our trailer against the slurry. Did I get it? I don't think I did. I don't think I actually managed to... oh, I did. Excellent. So, I'm quite pleased with that. That's 7 bales from around the edge, and I say there are other areas that are still, I can see a bit over there on the right, that are just too difficult to actually get into. So if we could, in the winter, trim that somehow, whether it's just all with the chainsaw, or whether we actually do go something like the Maverick, which is my personal... trouble is with the Maverick, you've got to be careful. I need to buy a chainsaw as well, because those bits that are level with the thing, we would have literally, the field would open up all completely into the that area at the side, and then it would look messy. I want to be very careful on that section there, where we're just trimming a little bit of the... because obviously you can actually walk straight through to this from here already. So yeah, there is obviously space for you to do that. So it's bits of it I'd just like to trim on the side as much from the inside. The trouble is, you've also look at the girth of that tree. Wow. Yeah, all these little bits and bobs, these are the bits that you'd be chopping off to gain almost under the width of the field, to be honest. Right. So then, is this still unharvested state? Okay, right. Well, this is going to be... I want this... if we do this now... let's have a quick look. we are wanting to buy field 29, which is 90 something. Yeah, 95,976. So if we say 96,000, that would mean 72, 82, 92, 25,000 we need to loan. I said last time I was going to do this, so 25,000. Committed. Yes. And let's get our equipment over there. We are now in the red. Right, let's swap these over. Let's drop that on the side of the field. And then we'll drop the... Oh, actually, field sensor's not a bad idea, but... Yes, it is. Let's go and do that first before we do anything else. No, I'm not sure. Ah, it's over there. I see it. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was poking out quite that much. Brilliant. We can beat that. Don't unfold until we get through the indicate. Let's be professional. I think this is also, looking at this, going to have some quite wide areas around the edge. Okay, let's have a look. We are on field 29. Headland. I'd say 2, maybe 3. 2 it is. I know this never was a... Right, we want to switch that on, otherwise it'll just do a tour of the field. Go. Save. 29. 20 metres. Right. While you're doing that, we are going to grab some equipment. Yeah, I do have a feeling there's going to be, again, there's a lot of those tree fronds at the side there that may be a little bit, nothing major. I don't want to, I'm not trying to just tweak a little bit. I am listening, but it was, I could hear there was nothing coming. Right, so we need... First of all, let's send this up a little bit. We should use you. This is another test. I want to see whether it is the small tractor, the small Sammy, that's actually causing the weirdness about the cutting. I don't think it is, but I'm just being scientific about this by using the second tractor. Let's fold that. I don't really need to fold you, to be honest. It's a waste of time with a little one. Hang on a minute. That sky. Still saying cloudy. I don't like this. After that first rain coming out of nowhere thing that did, where it's not even forecast, I'm a little bit suspect about this. It's a little bit scary. Oh, it's a decent field edge. Actually, there isn't that much field edge on this one. It's up nearly all to the edge of the field. Right. Okay then. Cross generation. 29. Headland. Say 2. Let's put 9%. Ah. Now this one's working with 7.3, so this is showing that display isn't always. Let's go with that. I'd sooner go around the field a little bit more time just to see if that's actually right. Because I have been worried about this. It's just not. Let's go get that. At least he's folded it all up. Thank you very much, young man, for your assistance. Let's get you off this field and let's go and get the baler. And I'm still not very happy. I think I'm going to do this manually because this is not the best for baling. I'm going to see if in fact actually, yeah, thinking about it, let's leave this on as a weight at the front. But it is a little bit funny. But I just don't like the look of those clouds, even though it says it's not going to rain. I'm not so 100% convinced. Right. Just obscure my vision. Yeah, they... Let's go. Let's keep our eye on the... No good being quick if you're not being efficient. You can hear the... Brilliant. A little bit of patience required with this if you're looking forwards, more going on the noises and the feel of the equipment, funnily enough, than a little. Yeah, that's better actually. I do wonder if it is a Sammy then, because that's got cuts right the way to the ground without those funny fronds that stick up through the grass. So if it is, then obviously we shall be definitely using the Argotron rather than the Argon. It's funny having these two. I listened in editing last night and realised I'd called the Argon the Argotron because the names are so similar, the Argon, the Argotron. I will let myself off, but it was laugh. That's chuckle, and I thought, Still a tiny touch around the edge, but nothing stupendous. My usual trick is to look round every single time I go forwards to see if I've lifted the back, but I'm resisting the urge because I can hear it when I do love the audible beep it gives you as well, that warning. It must be very useful to real farmers to actually have that noise to remind you that you are... It's very dark, I can't see very well. The sun's come out, but there is still cloud. I can see it at the corner of my eye. So don't make hay while the sun shines. breathe a sigh of relief once I get everything wrapped. At that point it doesn't matter if it comes, but before that it does. But if we're quick and we don't hit the 100% bit, we should be able to get past him. Or her. I didn't look. It's a bit hard for me to pick out from this distance. Can't see if it's man or woman. Right, it's got two lines almost together. It's going to be a double pass. These must be the lines themselves, so that's why there's the double pass. Let's get that. Oh, there's actually two small lines here. Bit of clean up work here. We're not doing badly though. Let's pull wide because he's gone underneath those trees a little. It's just, or she, for that matter. Now then. Are you a look like a gentleman from here? Let's grab that bit on the edge as we're passing. And to clean this tiny little line up. That's brilliant. Spin round and then double back. Let's have a look where the next line is there. Okay. Wow, but nearly done this one, so watch what you're doing. Wow. Not sure how many we're up to. I've not been keeping accounts. I was not very good at concentrating on multiple things at once. Let's miss a row and then do a row, and then we'll reverse it. Excellent. Excellent job. So the end is in sight. I wouldn't like to guess on how many we're actually doing. We'll just pull this to the side. But we'll also use